Play action. Now Jackson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Ravens at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you're going somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll shift things around. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try the air now with Goff. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. It's a gain of 34.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson now. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
Ball again on 2nd down. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. In motion right, Debo. Here we go on fourth. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this out past the 25.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll give to Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Samuel going to go in motion right. Goff now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 31 yards.
Now Goff looking to change the play.
18 right here. Hey, Brad.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Just beating the play clock is Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
A 28-yard gain. First down, the Jets.
And now an audible here into something else. From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And Jackson throwing once more. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he'll find Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 13 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
McPherson set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2nd and 10. Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Jackson on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Jackson will throw again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now Goff on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on second down is gone. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
18, Radley, 18, Radley, 18, right here. Trap 50, trap 50. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Here's Goff. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Dragon 60, 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
3rd and long. It's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Goff. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. To the air again. Goff. And that is incomplete here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Hall again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Jackson now. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Play action. It's Goff. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Change it. Hey, hey. Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll go again with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
65 check. Warriors 17. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Goff now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now it's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll run it here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Ravens 24. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter.